Hey guys, it's Montaigne here and you're watching Turtle Girl TV. So I've been asked what vocal techniques I use, or what some of them are. I don't really know terms for things very well because I'm not really technically trained. I didn't grow up being taught singing, and the singing that I have been taught over the last few years has been mostly focused on breathing and not so much techniques. I've kind of always instinctively sung. So like I listened a lot to Regina Spektor and Fiona Apple and people who would sing quite technically, almost like jazzy. So I grew up on, say, The Calculation by Regina Spektor, which goes, you went into the kitchen cupboard, got yourself another hour, and you gave half of it to me. And then she goes, it was in our minds until forever. We didn't mind, we didn't know better. And I don't know what that is, like the jumping from a lower to the high note very quickly and like coming back down. I don't know if it's a technique, but I learned how to do that and to jump intervals very quickly because of just emulating Regina Spektor. So recommend Regina Spektor and like just sing along to her song. She's great. She's got another really challenging song called Eat, and the chorus is like, eat, eat, eat. She makes it sound much better than that. It's so hard. And then I know about melisma only because people in like comments have described what I do in Technicolour as melisma. So the bit that's like, everything is frustrating, the everything. I think that's it. That bit's melisma. I don't know how, I couldn't tell you technically how I do it. I think, like I move my head a bit, I guess. Sorry, not too much though. It's not like you're not trying to put yourself out of place body-wise, but you want to let your face free a little bit, you know? Don't be afraid of like looking stupid. You can never be afraid of looking stupid because your face is losing full strange expressions when you sing, and that honestly results in great singing because your face needs the space for your voice to come out. I think something I'm quite proud of is like my ability to go between head voice and chest voice, and I don't really know what that's called, but I'm quite good at it, I would say. And I think my chest voice is quite good too. When I do scales, I can reach my chest voice up to a pretty high note. I'm trying to think. I'm not quite warmed up right now, but let me start a scale. That's still kind of chest voice. I don't know how high that is. I don't know if that's even high. I could be wrong. The other thing, my falsetto is not too good. It could be better anyway. I don't practice it enough. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a run through technical things. One of my most popular songs, I'm a Fantastic Wreck, has a very difficult passage in it, which is the intro, which goes, ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know what that is either, but it's fun. Oh yeah, vibrato. Vibrato is kind of when you just wobble your voice, but in a way that is deliberate and aesthetic, or deliberate and it sounds good. It's like good wobbling. So there are different ways to do it. Everyone's got different vibrato, and mine changes depending on what I'm singing and the condition of my voice. So like, sometimes I don't have much. Like that. Anyway, there's I have a song called For Your Love in the bridge where I'm supposed to sound very vulnerable, fragile, and so in order to get like a chaotic wobble in my voice, I sort of, while I was recording, I would like bob up and down doing it. I would be like, I have been a snake. It sounds much better on the recording, but yeah, it worked. Most of the time when I perform, especially if it's my own audience, I don't get nervous anymore just because I know people like my music. And I kind of know who I am as a performer on stage, and I feel confident with that. As the other factor, I think, is I just really feel my music, and it feels really chaotic and involved, and so when I get on stage, I'm totally lost in it. It's hard for me not to be. Things like Eurovision, that's made me incredibly sickly nervous in a way I haven't experienced in a long time. And honestly, the thing that made me feel better or less nervous throughout the whole thing was just making sure I was looking after myself in the lead up, making sure I was practicing, making sure I was steaming my voice, chewing gum, drinking lots of water, drinking tea, keeping my, resting my voice, not talking to other people, all that stuff. That was really important. And then the other thing was just friends and people around me being look, at the end of the day, if you are having fun and if you're enjoying yourself, then you've won already. And the more fun you have with it, the less nervous or the less sort of bad on stage you're gonna feel. So I know it's that thing of just trying to forget what other people think of you and trying to remember how much you love music and love the music that you're performing, and just being totally inside it and knowing that that's enough, which is easier said than done. But that would be my mom advice, believe in yourself and believe in the music, and it helps. And have nice people around you who will constantly assure you of these things. That's also good. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out Eurovision on May 19th on SBS, where I will be performing at Technicolour for Australia. Have a look. I hope you enjoy it. Ciao, Turtle Girls.